What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are taking a look at the Bitcoin price as usual. Okay, in the 4-hourly chart, I'm going to show you this fractal again and, give you some examples on how, there's higher chance on the Bitcoin price potentially maybe hitting $49,000. We might see a small pump in the immediate short term, and I'm going to explain why, and then having a correction. I'm seeing a lot of people extremely bullish on YouTube. I am not bullish in the short term. I am bullish in the mid-term, you know this, but, in the short term, I do see the Bitcoin price potentially having a rollover. We might tackle the $49,000 or even the $50,000 and then get heavily rejected around that range, and I'll explain why in this episode. As usual, we're going to take a look at the 1-hourly chart. I did exit my short position because I think there might be a better entry. We might see the price of BTC pumping in the immediate short term. We can see the volume, okay, while we are going down, we can see the volume absolutely disappearing. There's actually a little bit of more volume on the pumps, as you can see here on the 1-hourly chart. This is why I exited my position, and we didn't reach the 62% level here from the Fibonacci retracement. We'll go through this in today's episode. I think a major pump is very, very likely in the next coming hours, and then we might be seeing a better entry, or depending on what the volume is. We also take a look at Ethereum, guys, so make sure to stay tuned in this episode. And remember, if you are interested in trading, PrimeXBT has got the best bonus down below. You get 50% added to your deposit by using my link in the description, and Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code. I got a full tutorial in the tutorial section down below, so you can check it out. My favorite swing trading platform is Bybit. You get $600 worth of bonus by using my link in the description, up to $600. Said this, let's dive in straight into the content. Hello there, Andy here. Guys, you know the deal. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything that I say. But if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe daily TA on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and I also do live streams to connect with the community. You're probably tired now about this because I've been talking about this now for ages, but it has been absolutely mirroring, and we have been doing excellent trades here with these calls. Now, I just want to show you this because it is super, super important, guys. I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers, analysts, extremely bullish at this point, and I'm going to explain how volume is extremely important here at this moment. Check out here what happened, all right? I'm just going through again, guys, because it's insane how people are extremely bullish. Check out other YouTubers. They're extremely, extremely bullish, saying that we're going to tackle $51,000, $52,000, break it. It's absolutely insane, guys. We have broken a major uptrend structure, okay? I am just bearish in the immediate short term. Yes, we can have that leg up to 49 or 50K, and then, all depending on the volume, I think we're going to have a massive rollover at this point. I exited my position only because I think we might have that next leg up where people are going to get extremely bullish, and then we're going to have the rollover. Now let me just go here, okay, on this this price action that happened in early May. If we get the Fibonacci retracement from the top here of the all-time high down to the low part here, you can clearly see that we did, we were tackling here the 62% levels to the upside, almost reaching the 78% Fibonacci retracement, okay, about halfway there in between 62 and 78. So after that, you can clearly see that the volume was higher here on this major dip, okay. We were seeing a consolidation, and then the retracement, the Bitcoin, price didn't manage to get all the way back up here to all-time high, just collapsing here below $60,000 after this major retracement. Absolutely no volume here on the retracement, meaning that the bears were absolutely in control after breaking this massive uptrend structure, right? Okay, so let me just zoom in here on the 4-hourly here for BTC, and this is exactly what has happened. Very, very similar scenario. We have this massive uptrend structure, breaking the structure, getting rejected here on the resistance from the support of the channel, having a massive drop with this huge amount of volume. Now what is happening? We are having that major retracement, right? We are having that sideways action, major retracement. On the retracement, volume is extremely low, and if we do get the Fibonacci retracement from the top here to the low part from the actual drop, now we just about barely touch the 62% levels. Now we could drop from here, but the reason why I exited my short position is that the price action, I will explain right now on the 1-hourly, the price action here to the downside is not looking very, very good, okay? The bears aren't fighting with volume. Now what I can see us is maybe potentially breaking here, reaching the $49,000, which would be exactly the golden golden pocket range, and we could actually be bouncing in between 62% and the 78% here for a while. Okay, now let's go to the 1 hourly chart, and eventually after this I do see a major drop. If we go to the 1 hourly chart, okay, I want to show you with volume we are kind of forming a descending broadening wedge here on the immediate short term on the 1 hourly, which is slightly bullish. Okay, and you know, just zooming in here, I exited at a break even, and the reason why I exited is because we are seeing the price action to the downside with not too much power. If on my live stream yesterday I said depending on the price action to the downside I am going to exit because I want to see aggressive moves to the downside, okay, from this point. And you know, the reason I exited also this morning is because if I take you know, a trend line right over here on the volume, you know, you can clearly see on this downside that the volume is higher while we're going down. When we're going down, okay, when the price action is to the downside, we're forming a small downtrend. We want to see the volume going higher when we're going down, okay, the volume higher while we're going down. And in this case, on the 1 hourly or on the 30 minute, it doesn't matter. We can see we're having spikes here with high volume to the upside. All right, we got another spike here with volume being higher, right, than the actual volume to the downside being higher. It is lower. Volume here going down is lower. So when the price of BTC is pushing down, as you can see in the immediate short term, the volume is very, very low. The volume is higher while we are pushing up. So this is why I am concerned here in the immediate short term. I exited my position, especially after creating this kind of descending broadening wedge. Now I do see a possibility of this breaking the resistance. Okay, we might be falling from here, but if we do break this resistance here from these lower highs, then the measured move target is getting the width, okay, of this descending broadening wedge from the breakout. You know, we could be hitting that $49,200, and this would be round about just above the golden pocket ratio, okay, right over here, as you can see. And this is where we would be tackling this range, and maybe on, or depending on the volume, guys, things can change very, very quickly. That's why I did make place a short position here around about the 62, and I was going to add to my position if we were going to pump, but I exited because you know, there is a possibility that we will have that major pump. Okay, now remember guys, things can change very, very quickly, all depending on the volume here to see what is happening for the BTC price. But this is still my, you know, my analysis is slightly bearish in the immediate short term. I do see this as an A, B, C correction, and we should be coming back down to retest, you know, the $44,000 range. This is how I see this. But in the immediate short term, in the next coming hours, we could see a smaller pump here to the $49,000 range, you know, plus minus $500 because of the volatility in the immediate short term. Now let's take a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum is looking not too good. We are just currently getting major support from, you know, this potential double bottom that we were talking about yesterday. You know, we did break out here this major resistance. The volume wasn't extremely great. Now this is where we're actually getting a major bounce. Now if BTC does manage to have that major pump to the $49,000 range, I do see Ethereum potentially coming back to retest this range and then potentially creating a double top scenario if we do not break this resistance and then continue to the downside. Okay, these are the two scenarios that I am expecting. If we take a look at the Fibonacci retracement from the top here to the bottom, you can see that Ethereum did manage, you know, to get above 62%, you know, halfway to the 78% levels, and now is having that major retracement. So if BTC does have that major pump, I think it maybe will drag the Ethereum price all the way back up here to the $3,650 range, maybe potentially creating that double top pattern if BTC does finally, you know, hit the 62% Fibonacci retracement around this range, just going slightly above it. Is if the volume continues very, very low, then yeah, I am expecting that major drop from these levels, guys. Remember, we have broken an uptrend structure with a huge amount of volume. Okay, we are looking at the probabilities, and in my opinion, probabilities is likelier to continue to the downside here in the immediate short term. We just need to zoom out and, you know, look at different price actions, what has happened in the past. And yeah, if you can clearly see here, the volume is extremely high here from this major drop. You have the correction, volume suddenly disappears, and then eventually, you know, the gravity takes you back down to retest, you know, the actual drop that you had breaking this major structure, guys. Okay, so this is what I got. Quick update, guys. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I'll be doing a live stream afterwards, and join the Telegram group. We've got an alerts channel. We also got a community channel. I hop in there also to connect with the community. And if you haven't checked out the Bitcoinsensus website, check it out. We've got the latest news and technical analysis here, our opinion here on the Bitcoinsensus team. The latest news is time for altcoin to shine. AVAX token surges to all-time high. So you can check out and read this article here on the Bitcoinsensus website. If you haven't checked out my PrimeXBT or Bybit tutorial to learn how to trade on those platforms, video on the screen right now. Thank you, guys. I'll see you later.